One of the major components of elegance is the art of speaking articulately. In addition, having a rich vocabulary makes you come across as refined and polished. In this episode, I am going to share with you part 2, or rather part B, of the words that you might want to add to your vocabulary in order to come across as a polished lady. Stay tuned until the end of this episode. The first section, some words you might want to add to your vocabulary in order to come across as elegant and refined. And the first word in my list of notes is the word surreptitious. What is the meaning of this word? Done secretly without wanting others to notice. An example of the word surreptitious in a sentence. There were Homer's divorce proceedings was surreptitious and very likely less contested. The second word, exuberant, meaning high-spirited, cheerfulness, and extreme excitement. An example of the word exuberant in a sentence. The countryside hall was filled with a multitude of exuberant spectators. Thirdly, indefatigable. This word means never giving up or getting tired of doing something. It's almost like being unstoppable. An example of the word indefatigable in a sentence. Throughout history, people that made a difference were known to have indefatigable spirits. Another example of the word indefatigable in a sentence. You cannot hate the indefatigable spirit of the new generation in our country. They are absolutely the long-awaited revolutionists. The fourth word, conciliate, meaning to end a disagreement or someone's anger by acting in an amiable or rather friendly way. An example of the word conciliate in a sentence. The opposition and the government had a political urge, a passionate political urge to conciliate for the sake of the people. Another word that you might want to add to your vocabulary, which I had listed down in my notes, is the word eclectic, meaning selecting what seems best from various styles, doctrines, ideas, methods. Also, not following one style or set of ideas, but choosing from using a wide variety. An example of the word eclectic in a sentence. Monica's sense of style is an eclectic combination of the classic vintage and modern elegance. To continue, the other word that you'd want to add in your vocabulary in order to stand out from the crowd is the word immaculate. What does this word mean? Perfectly done, flawless, neat, or without any mistakes. An example of the word immaculate in a sentence. Paloma's grooming is delightfully immaculate. Sounds lovely, right? Last but not least, you might also want to add the word petrichor. What does this word mean? The earthly scent produced when rain falls on a dry soil. An example of the word petrichor in a sentence. Whenever it rains, I often look forward to the petrichor that comes with the initial raindrops. Another example of the word petrichor in a sentence. I absolutely love the petrichor whenever I'm in the countryside and it rains suddenly. In conclusion, uncouth. What does the word uncouth means? Lacking good manners and refinement. An example of the word uncouth in a sentence. As uncouth as it is, numerous people still speak with a mouth full of food. Another example in a sentence. The lecturer hitting on one of his students not only shows his lack of professional ethics, but also comes across as an uncouth behavior. The second session of this episode, I am going to share with you some words that are often overly used and in some cases often misused, and which words you might want to use in place of them. The first word is literally. This is a very misused word and it's a very common word. So instead of using the word literally, you might want to use the word precisely. So this means, the word literally means often coming across as stated or word by word. So instead of using literally, I would rather use the word precisely, as it is not commonly used as the word literally. The second word, instead of saying buy, you might want to use the word purchase or acquire. My friend and I just acquired a new set of cosmetics. Thirdly, hold. You might want to use the word grasp instead of hold. Another word is foreign. Use the word exotic instead. Love. You might want to say adore or cherish instead of using the word love. The other word, friendly. Instead of saying friendly, use amiable. His personality is quite cheerful and he also comes across as amiable. You might also say in a sentence, an example in a sentence, he is not only a people's person, but he is also amiable. Or rather, his amiable spirit has made him quite a people's person. Funny. Instead of saying funny, say ridiculous or hilarious. And use in addition. When we went for shopping, I purchased new curtains and also some kitchen utensils. You might want to say, when I went for shopping, I purchased 4 new curtains. In addition, I purchased new utensils for my kitchen use. Instead of using the word also, you might want to use the word moreover or furthermore. Last but not least, instead of using the word meet, you might want to use the word convene. Instead of using the word plan, you might want to use the word strategize. And in conclusion, instead of using the word return, you might want to use the word revert. And that is it for this episode. I hope you have been able to learn some new words and are able to at least, add some new words on your vocabulary list so that you don't come across, so that you are able to stand out from the crowd. So you've been watching Faustine Love TV and I am Faustine Love. It has been an absolute pleasure sharing these gems with you. Please share this video with as many people as you can, because that helps me a lot so that I am able to share more videos with you. Also, like and comment, because I would also like to hear your thoughts, whether these videos are helpful or useful to you or not, as this goes a long way in helping me create more of these videos so that I am able to share such kind of videos, and we are able to level up our lives all together. So see you for my next episode. Bye.